So basically, the metal got swapped to alloy, alloy got swapped to reinforced decking, and heavy armor got swapped to metal. And then the different teams got put together based on the total value of the remaining blocks and remaining ships, and based on the percentage of firepower that their cost was. So some of the higher firepower remaining ships, like the Enfair and my entries and Dev's entries, alongside Pickle's entry, I believe, are on teams to balance out ones that had, well, a lot of heavy armor. Dev basically only built out of metal, stone, and wood anyway, so he really didn't have any changes at all. It was kind of funny how the numbers turned out. But it's going to be a best 2 out of 3. 5v5 was the one that won, so I don't have to worry about doing a round robin or anything. And.
Convenient. Convenient.
Yeah, I know, right? And I think just gonna let it rip and see what happens. Everything should be much more flammable, which should be very fun.
More flammable?
Yes. Extra flammable.
Okay.
And things should also
We
be
do some material changes?
faster. I think, yeah, so the material changes should make things more flammable and faster, since they're basically all very flammable blocks now, between the alloy and the reinforced decking and the ramming this boat.
I don't know if anyone's thought to like take an ACB and like have it make the ship bob up and down.
Oh, in terms of like using a hover PID to do it?
No. It,
Like
it would be to
dodging?
put your fire out.
Oh, I like that.
Oh!
That's clever. I like that a lot, actually. I might have to experiment with that. I could have done that. Oh, wow, we
Yeah.
already lost a gun on Pickle's side. The Vanna just...
Oh, there's a battle?
The
I'm
Vanna is
still
just
building a tank,
cooking
fresh
it.
I got freaking rammed.
Let's see.
And the Vanna is shooting at me.
It does look like it might be. So... The firepower wasn't hugely balanced to begin with, but it looks like we've lost a lot on Team 2 already, but not a lot of health. So that's good. The Abyss is holding up pretty well out here. Has new...
Yeah, it definitely received shots from me.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, everything's... Oh, well, there went an entire gun.
Big oof.
The Enfair has its updated CWiz dual purpose plasma. The local weapon controllers and the target prio settings are a little bit strange on these hovers from Dev, I think.
The Vanna is definitely not helping us on this.
I mean, it might break you free. 74 to 79% firepower. Okay, the firepower is actually starting to even out. The cram boat has decided to shoot at the flying target. Brilliant. I think it got a hit though.
Here?
How is the March doing up here? Oh,
Oh, the March is fighting. I still just been building a tank.
Yeah, there's a hole there.
yeah. Well, this is the bonus round, so everyone's fighting.
Oh, the whole bottom's wood. Why
Yep.
is it wood?
I explained that. So
I thought only heavy armor was.
no, heavy armor got changed to metal. Metal got changed to alloy, and then alloy got changed to reinforced decking. That way, parts that were already alloy or metal that were partial blocks basically stayed. That way it doesn't mess with your buoyancy too much. And metal gets swapped for reinforced decking, which makes you more flammable. And heavy armor gets swapped for metal, which kind of
Yeah.
keeps the durability there.
Honestly, if there's more, what's it called? I guess reinforced stacking, the March's weapon should be doing a bit better because it's just HE.
I mean, yes. Yeah, everyone's going to be a lot more
Hey,
fragile.
fish.
There's this
Howdy, fish. The
not
the
very
abyss
good at these big rounds.
has been melted slightly. Dev's craft have largely been very confused is the main thing you've missed.
Fish has been having connection problems for the past couple days.
He has been. Hopefully he's able to stay... Oh. Vanna has now decided to melt the cake.
Yay!
It's being very successful at melting the cake, actually. I'll have to look and see what intensity these flamethrowers were.
Very intense, much intense.
Extra intense. Most intense.
Are you currently recording?
Yes.
Okay.
It's so on fire. The dev has decided to re-ram the abyss, and this time it's actually targeting it while ramming it. Very helpful, I think. Oh, that's why it's not firing. The gun's been cored out. The duck is...
That sucks.
I mean, yeah, but what are you gonna do? The duck is firing at... What's this over here? Oh. It's the March fell. But it floats really well now. And the gun is still very much online and shooting at the Mega Hover? Yeah. This little Scooty boy is still alive, but very on fire.
Reminds me of a Bloodhound Gang song.
Being very on fire?
The roof is on
fire.
Everybody did it.
Wow. I'm kind of impressed the Abyss still has crams online, even though it's been cored out. Speaking of which, fire going... Well, it could be worse, honestly. Considering how many crams and how much fire. It's like melted away the entire armor structure.
We got rammed.
Did it get rammed too?
Yeah, again.
That's hilarious. This thing's been attracting rams. This thing was a nightmare to put together. It's basically set up so that no flammable block is touching another flammable block. They're all separated by stone, metal. Looks like Dev lost either enough hydrofoils or engine power. It's not the engine power. Excellent. It doesn't look like anyone's died yet. It looks like the March is the closest.
Can you just look at the Enfer?
Sure.
Yeah.
Honestly,
think
it's
it's
doing
got
okay
rounds.
still. It looks like Dev's craft largely kind of...
Yeah, it's basically capsized like a few seconds ago.
Yeah. You got a little bit of roll control going on though, and enough weight on the bottom. God, Sauron's just being... Oh, I think that was the laser cavity gone. I think the Enfer's crams took it out. It's also very on fire. This
Yes, shoot the eye. Shoot the eye.
eyes covered with nothing but
Heavy armor.
stone.
Well, I guess stone now, yeah.
No, it's always been stone. It's just there to be fireproof.
Oh.
Well, there it went. It's dead. Boy, the Vanna is also very on fire.
Aha,
It's
no
having
more eyes
burning
for you.
sensations.
Hey, I had that earlier.
That was a very
Not
good
fun.
reenactment of the
I think it will never
final
be the same.
movie in the Lord of the
We
Rings
will
trilogy.
never die.
So with those two DQs, Team 1 is hugely in the lead now.
Look, our guns are basically intact.
Actually, yeah, you're looking pretty good. which is amazing because you had so many things ram into you. And I think
That's the power of stone.
that is the power of stone, yes. The unparalleled buoyancy of stone blocks. Really on display here. Nothing floats quite like them.
Yeah, but how many games can you think of where you build a ship out of rocks and it works?
You know?
Yeah.
That's funny
See,
because
that's
it
the
actually
key.
works in real life.
In From the Depths, you're not really building a ship, you're building a weapon of war. So, you know, if it's made out of stone and it floats and it has a gun, as far as the game is concerned.
There are actually people that made floating boats out of stone.
Yeah, absolutely. There was the concrete boat.
Mm-hmm.
Just proving that stone is the best.
True. Hard to argue with that logic. I too am a thorough enjoyer of stone blocks. They're not as good as they used to be, but I still love them.
I use the hell out of it on my new ship.
I think that's a fantastic idea, honestly.
I mostly got it for the anti-EMP capability.
Yeah, I prefer using stone for EMP than rubber. You'd be amazed how many times it matters that it has more health.
Where is the KV2MM?
The rubber duck? He's over here.
Rubber ducky.
Rubber duck's just having a good time. He's actually largely intact.
Yeah, I think it just repaired itself over the time
Yep.
as it wasn't hit.
Might have. It's also was just kind of chasing aircraft around this whole time, so it's been away from the fight to an extent. Now it's getting hit a little bit. Something went up there. What? I'm not sure. The hover...
Typical FTD.
Yeah, I know, right? The hover wants to engage this small thing, but I don't think it has a single functional weapon left anymore. No. Well, maybe it has missiles. Huh. Unclear.
You know what else is unclear? Rocks.
This is true.
Like, why do rocks?
I mean, ice is still a rock.
That's
But why?
not...
It's glass.
No, it's a solid.
But why do rocks?
It is a rock because ice is a composite solid
Why?
made out of different.
I mean, it's a crystal.
Yeah, but crystals are rocks.
Well, they're not necessarily minerals.
They are.
How does this thing still have a flamethrower live?
Confusion.
Oh, I think the flamethrower just died. Yeah, that answers that.
You know, it's not called mineral water for nothing.
It has minerals in it, you goober. This is definitely oh, there's 1% firepower left on Team 2. Yeah, winding down, I think, is a bit of an understatement. The spearhead is the only thing with firepower left. I think that's the small boy over here next to the mega hover. Do you actually have firepower left? Not functional.
Let's snipe it from 2 kilometers away.
Oh, wait. It does have a single working missile that does not have a friend or foe on it. Rude. Alright, so it looks like the first round went to Team 1. by a pretty reasonable margin
That
there.
grab shot was the best of all of history in front of that.
Say what?
That grab shot was just
Oh
the best
yeah, the one that
rounds
basically
of all
nailed the missile.
history of.
Yeah, it did basically just nail the missile.
I mean, the missile did pull out
Unlike
a
my father.
Sisyphus move on there.
That's so many crams. They all missed, which is wonderful, I think. I'm amazed that the Vanna did as well as it did because it it's a little bit light now. It has
That's
slightly
why
too much
I,
power.
That's why I really don't bother learning crams yet. Like, I want to just so I can learn and so I can make Doom cram, but it just misses so much.
They do. They're
I'd
great
rather
for
just-
anti-capital ships. Wait, were those actually
Yeah.
aimed at the birthday cake and just happened to
Yep.
hit the march?
Mm-hmm.
That's
I think so.
not cool.
Wait, the march? Is that the march? The march is over there. I think that.
Oh, that was the spearhead.
Yeah, the march is white.
Yeah, the march is over. You're right. It's over here and also on fire. The march is AI
Oh,
dead
they're
somehow.
also AI dead somehow.
What did it?
Are you sure the spearhead is not the export version of the march?
Ah, I see.
Oh yeah, because you turned the heavy armor into metal. Oh. Okay,
Yeah.
makes sense.
And rubber is flammable,
What
unfortunately.
do you mean export version of the march?
The export use cheaper
Said-
materials.
Ah, yeah. No, all my export versions are top of the line. It's
Top of
just-
it,
no,
only the best.
That ship's been chopped in half.
Well,
Anyway, that's
currently it's down from the skies.
Ouch.
Yes. Well, to be fair, this is the one that pirates looked at and just went, yes, we shall turn it into crap. So,
As you would.
Well,
Wait,
it's in a-
did my conning tower did just get sniped again at the beginning?
It did just burn off, yes.
You're gonna come back, little buddy? Yeah, look who's coming back to spawn. Good lad.
Yeah, there's no amount of CWIS that's going to be appropriate for all this. Damn, and we lost
that
so much
attitude.
firepower
I
right
think
off
it was
the bat.
sinking over the Ampher. It is sinking.
It does look to be sinking this time, yeah. Ish. It's not taking any DQ points yet, but it's getting close. Meanwhile, Sauron
Fire.
being fast as fuck, TM.
Fire.
Cannot be contained. Ouch. That...
Aha, fire. You are taking back shots.
I'm taking a lot of damage from everywhere. As you do. It actually looks like the laser cavity's been, oh yeah. Yeah, pretty well and thoroughly gutted out. Can see most of the engines, too. The round in terms of firepower remaining is a little bit closer than last round. But we did already lose an entire entry. Everyone's picking on Sauron. This is prejudice?
Nah.
Racially motivated violence against...
Only slightly.
Only slightly. Damn, it's so on fire. Oh, there it went. Confused missiles. The Vanna just backing up over it. That's exceedingly rude. It looks like its flamethrowers are very dead, though. Lots of crams left. Ouch. Down to 32% firepower on
Oh, I think
Team 2.
we have stabilized the ship.
I mean, you're not taking DQ points, so... Yeah.
Yep, the ship is stabilized.
Stone and alloy, the superior armor configuration. It's what peak performance looks like. Ignore the
true.
misfiring cram. That was peak performance. Don't worry about it. Oh, this poor frigate just ends up burning up. Meanwhile, the Vanna proceeding to bully the smallest target on the field. I see how it is, Mew.
Not the clamshell bouncing off woods.
Yeah, heartbreaking, isn't it? All cram bounces are heartbreaking. Those are just especially. Hey, it's got a gun left. Still pretty fast too, actually.
That's why you should embrace hollow points.
Hollow Point's very based.
Hollow point is, ooh, man.
It literally cannot bounce.
It can't, but you also can't get any. Oh, there went another one. Damn.
I'm a non-Hollow Point enjoyer.
No, I love Hollow Point. It just means that you, like, using Hollow Point Frag and Incendiary are probably going to be pretty alright, but, like, Hollow Point HE or anything of the sort is questionable.
That's when you just go full Hollow Point.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's way more fun. Yes, of course.
Why would you ever do Hollow Point HE? That seems like
Yeah,
a crime.
I did that in
Currently,
Dama's
but 2000.
tournament, and it worked okay, alright? The
Hollow Point
Shachanket's
shells.
Hollow Point HE was reasonable. It wasn't
Back-
good.
Well, back when hollow points had like a base of what was it? The
20?
10 AP.
Yeah, I think it was, what, like, it was a 10 or 20 AP?
It was 10,
It was 10? Oh man, that's lower than I remember.
but it still did way more damage.
That's functionally, yeah. Yeah. Okay, well, wow. Team 1 really
You put some rail behind that. And
bopped that.
It's scary as hell. That's what the tier used to be armed with.
Oh, you're right. That Hollow Point Frag HE or some crazy shell like that. Yeah, those were really nasty. Actually,
Those were
I remember the tier
terrifying.
just ripping the sides off of ships.